Okay, so happy Sunday. Come on in. Take a sip. Let's wind down. It's a beautiful day here in Bavaria. It's cold. You know, it was sunny earlier a little bit, and then it got cold again. So, but I've seen snow in June, so it's not off the table. But welcome to the Sunday Grid. My name is Christopher. I am delighted that you're here to help me tackle this thing, and it's going to be great. And today I'm having a 2019 Ramon Lopez Murillo, and this is a Reserva. It was bottled for markets in Germany, and so you'll see on the label it says Trocken, Trocken, just means it is a dry variety, which is almost always what you'll see me buying. But on the nose here, it's kind of got that muted, sun-kissed boldness because, it's probably from a region that didn't quite pick on that. But it is a lovely cassis, and it's got wonderful notes of oak and vanilla. On the palate, slightly tannic. So the fattier the cut of meat or protein source, probably be better. But this is absolutely a phenomenal wine. What a nice finisher. But you could drink this wine with anything, really, right? I would imagine pizza would be fabulous along with pasta, stuff like that. But definitely a steak and maybe some mushrooms and escargot would be nice. So, that said, let's hop into our grid and see what we've got today. It really is kind of, speaking of muted, sun-kissed boldness, we had our friend Bram over last night, and we were up until I don't know how late. And then I actually slept like maybe 8 hours last night, which is so rare. So it's just kind of nice to do that, right? So we've got a Garrett Chalfin construction today, edited by Will Shorts. I'm not quite sure how he pronounces his last name, Garrett Chalfin. I'm just going to give it a French thing, because why not? But for Sunday, May 18th, 2025, let's hop into this one. It's halving. So having the last word, but with that L. It's an interesting spelling. Everything about this is going to be interesting. So maybe I can get out of my muted state of am I still asleep or am I awake? I've had a shower. I should be good to go. So Verso's counterpart, I don't know when the last time I saw this, if I ever saw Verso in a crossword, maybe years ago, but I do believe we're talking about a recto would be the opposite. Verso being, what'd you call it? Liner notes maybe on a sheet, on the left versus recto on the right. I think that was what it was. It's been a long time since graduate school. Subject to the 2018 biopic On the Basis of Sex, and that would be Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Actually, it was a great biopic. And I don't say biopic. And I don't know why. I mean, it's just like, I don't like it. Skating gold medalist Oksana, and that's by Yule, and I gotta try to remember how to spell that now. It means A-I-U-L, maybe? Maybe? We'll find out on the downs, won't we? Noble title, an Earl. It reminds me of Robert Crawley. Lord Grantham. Oh, Shotzi says a new one's coming out in September. Hubba hubba. Yeah. Hip Hop's Poobah and Daddy IU. Okay. So we got a question mark. So it's probably going to be maybe something kind of snarky, so we'll have to just figure this out. Ci vediamo in giro. And I guess we're trying to say ciao. Hip Hop's Poobah. Yeah, it's nothing's coming to me. Getting ready to listen. Maybe tuning in? I really interesting grid. This is not going to be a simple Sunday, is it? No, we're going to have to work today. It's going to take work. Historic district of a city sounds like we may be looking at the Old Town. That's what we call them in the States. Here in Germany, it's the Altstadt, the old city, literally. Just kidding, maybe not. And that's not ringing a bell yet. Hung around. How about loitered? It's got a negative connotation, no loitering. You crazy rock and roll teenagers with your 8-track tapes. So label anew, maybe retag. Yeah, somebody's gone and made a Sunday puzzle that's going to be complicated and hard like last Sunday. Crisis involving cartels, maybe a drug war. That's the only thing I really think of. Rock group with the 1992 hit Creep. I'm a creep. And I guess I better spell drug war correctly, so I can't get Radiohead in without it. I'm a weirdo. Mountain Dew. Okay, I got it. Tree whose name sounds like a pronoun. I mean, we're talking about the you. We're talking about a you, okay? Do a quick check on this one and then we'll get back up to the top. Because I'm the boss. Maybe says me. Says me. Says who? Says me. Okay. Mountain Dew really was the original Red Bull, wasn't it? One of 3 immortal elders in A Wrinkle in Time, and I guess we're shooting for Mrs. Who. Gotta see that again. Okay, earthenware pots. We've got 5 letters with an O. I'm assuming we're talking 4 and an S. And are those Olas? Olas? I don't think I remember. Olas? O-L-L-A-S maybe? Let's see. Sadly, alas. All right. And I'm getting down a rabbit hole, but I just want to finish this one here. Special attention for short, maybe TLC. So yeah, I think these are Olas. Olas. Well, I don't even know how to spell it. I don't know how to pronounce it. Exam with an argumentative writing section in short, and that sounds like the LSAT. I practiced and practiced for that test. Didn't go to law school, though. My wife thinks that's a huge mistake. She thinks we'd be worth trillions of dollars because I can argue with a tree and win. She's like, why didn't you go to law school? Well, didn't want to go for 3 more years to school and wound up. Never. It's just stupid. Gnarly problem, so to speak. Alternative to an onion bagel, maybe Billy. I don't know. But a gnarly problem with this R at the end sounds like it could be a real bear, and that kind of, why not? So hip hop's Poobah and Daddy IU. I don't know, but it looks like we've got Grand Rapids coming up here. Architect of Hong Kong's Bank of China Tower, and that would be I Am Pei. Alternative to I think we do get a Beely. Maybe. Last word of James Joyce's Ulysses, and I think that might be yes. I'm trying to remember. I had to read it. Yeah, it was a long read. Directed, maybe led. Host could be to MC. Okay, so we're getting around here. Certain hallucinatory experience. Are we talking about an acid trip? And let's see. Feeling rash. Itchy. Okay. Works for me. Common dog command with a C. 4 letters. I don't know. Come, maybe. Come. Come on, boy. Come on, girl. We don't have any dogs because they get hair on stuff, including my proclivity for wearing black long sleeve shirts. Goes vroom. But I don't not like dogs or whatever. Just don't need one. Chance. Or chance. I don't know. I don't see any diacritical marks here, so we'll have to see what we got on the down or on the cross on this one. Banks from Los Angeles. Oh, now that's clever. We're talking about Tyra here. That's very clever. I like it. Untrue, don't know. We got dope here, so yeah, super cool could be, yeah, it's dope, man. And release, maybe emit. Former Israeli PM Omer, and his name was Ehud. Ehud. And platform for Safari and FaceTime. I'm assuming we're talking about Mac OS. So funny whenever I actually use the shift key to make a letter capital when it doesn't, it's going to be capital anyway, right? You know, this is just me being kind of a goofball. Release could be, yes, to emit. Okay, so I'm liking this now, but untrue. I don't know yet. Wow. I mean, this is crazy. The score upon which reality is written per Henri Miller. So that would be chaos. And some of these things I remember. So untrue could be not so. This is, we're having to work, and my brain is having to actually do a lot of thinking on this one. Casting a total brat in the school play. What am I doing with this M here? I was like, I mean, gosh, I better go through and make sure that I haven't fat fingered anything. This is terrible when I think I'm just so thrown off from last night's hours. Hit up on Instagram and formally maybe DM'd French for from, and that would be this. Even tempered. I better get to paying attention to what I'm doing is what I need to do. Overnight party with light shows and cuddle puddles. That sounds like a rave. So, casting a total brat in the school play. So, looks like it might be making an impact. Let's see. Luau strings could be ukes and okay. Chance hap. Okay, that makes sense now. And harem scarum, reckless. When's the last time you spelled harem scarum, right? I mean, I don't know that I ever have. Notaro of comedy, I think that's Tig. So making an impact. So casting a total brat would be making an imp act. Clever. Clever. It's a clever one. When Shotzi thinks it's clever, it's clever. I think anything's clever. If it's not dull, how clever? Because it's not dull, I mean, yeah. But Hip Hop's Poobah and Daddy IU. So it looks like grand rap IDs. Okay, I'm liking it. This is fun. This is a fun grid today. I like it. What am I doing? Why have I lost control of the screen? I don't want to go back. I don't want to do anything. What are you doing? Why is it doing that? Did I hit the wrong button somewhere? Oh, I had my elbow on the keyboard. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so let's go here. Jai Alai. Yeah, I'm not. I guess I'm having a hard time getting it together today. Maybe I should have had an espresso. Dad in Korea, maybe Appa. Remove from the champagne bucket. Okay. Ingredients in some potato soups. I'm going to go with leeks on this one. And quick look could be a peak. And, or is that a double E? Son of, yeah. Son of Aphrodite. Is it Aeneas? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think she had. I don't. Let's see. Station near Madison Square Garden for short would be Penn, and yeah, I think this is Aeneas. I think, and we'll check it out. You don't have to tell me. I know it. I know it. I know. Maidenhair and others. Remove from the champagne bucket. I mean, Maidenhair, isn't that a fern or something? Let's see. Hip hop artist with a 2019 hit, My Type, and that would be Witty. And royal title, how about a sire? Some government securities. Oh, gosh. This is never fair. T-bills, T-bonds, T-notes. What are we going to go with? No idea. But I do believe that maidenhair is a fern. It's nice to know that my first guess was somewhat correct, but I don't know, because what is this T and this N? Oh, because we're probably looking at T-notes. Okay, sorry. Time for a pick-me-up humorously. Oh, got 2 E's. I'm going to just jump on coffee here to start. Don't know anything humorous about having coffee. Lie ahead, maybe to await. And this looks like it says take office. Joe of Home Alone could be Joe Pesci. I'm really concerned. Shotzi, I sure wish you could see from there if I've made any fat fingering mistakes. Where the Pilgrims first landed in the New World, and I think this would be the Cape. And has a tab open, maybe O's. Fleet could be fast. And first name and perfumes, Estee Lauder. So take office. So remove from the champagne bucket, we take off ice. Nice. This is a clever grid today. This is a very clever grid. I'm really enjoying it. Time for a pick-me-up. So are we talking about maybe coffee o'clock? Is that ship propeller? So we've got 5 letters. So yeah, probably a screw. I'm really into nautical stuff. I mean, I do. I just love sailing. I love being around yacht races and stuff. It's my favorite thing. Hit with a smack, maybe SWAT. Singer Del Rey, Lana. Playing video games. So yeah, I think that's a SWAT, but see, it says hit with a smack. I mean, I don't know. Is it a swack? Is it like seal with a kiss? I mean, I don't know. Sediment looks to be perhaps it's 7 letters, maybe a deposit. And so a SWAT. Start of accounting, rhyme, eeny, meeny. Drag and drop disposable icon, perhaps trash. So I think we have coffee o'clock, and I don't know how humorous that is. If somebody says, hey, it's coffee o'clock, I'd be like, isn't it beer 30? I mean, what is this, you know? Is this funny? I guess it's funny.
It's supposed to be funny?
It says humorously. Time for a pick-me-up. Humorously. Okay, coffee o'clock. Right. You know, I only like to sleep in on days that end with Y. You know, like, okay, got a stamp on an invoice. How about paid? I guess maybe the co-star of Duck Soup has to be sore after that. I don't know, but if I were just looking, this is why no one likes to play Wheel of Fortune with me, but I'm just looking at this, and if I'm not mistaken, it looks like a Groucho Marx mustache. So I'm going to put that in there, and we'll see what happens. And if I have egg on my face, you could make fun if you wanted, or we could just say, hey, he had the guts to try, right? So let's try it. Let's just see what happens. Leave alone. Perhaps this is to let be. I'm liking that. And who do we got here? Dante's Guide in the Inferno. That would be Virgil. And time in a Shakespeare title. How about Midsummer? Summer. Okay. And author of the 2020 memoir Cubed would be Rubik. Erno Rubik. Isn't that his name? I think. Erno? Ernie? Aaron? Erne? Dickens, Uriah Heep. Nice. Dickens is making an appearance today. Late singer Payne of One Direction, which is still crazy because then he was a kid. Really? Isn't that Liam? That's, how long have beavers blocked this river? I don't know, but, you know, I can't quite remember. Maybe it's a, and what is this? Function in the roll-up, maybe to act as. So let's get back up here and try to stay in some type of order. Apps might be seen on one, perhaps a menu? And need you tonight. Okay, we got NXS, one of my favorite bands of all time. Just straight up Aussie rock and roll right there. It's beautiful. Best song ever, Original Sin. Second one, Beautiful Girl. Borderline, maybe The Verge. And Pauperism, so to speak, maybe Rags. Polite term of address, ma'am. But the lead singer, Michael, the suicide, I mean, it was awful. I mean, I'm still kind of gobsmacked by that. And it has been like maybe 20 years or so. I mean, he's just such a good-looking dude. He's got great hair. He had all this stuff going for him, But I guess he is fighting with his muse. Anonymous guy, perhaps it's John Doe. Arbiters of taste, probably connoisseurs. And then I'd have to remember how to spell connoisseurs. I think maybe we'll try it. C-O-N-N-O-S-S-U-E-U-R. No, I'm not going to. Connoisseurs. There's a N-O-I, I think. I will just wait. I think you're right, Shotzi. I think you're absolutely right. Bouts could be maybe jabs. Lots. What do we got here? Wonder Woman star. I guess that was Gal Gadot. I haven't seen Wonder Woman. I'm not opposed to seeing Wonder Woman. I just haven't seen it, but she's made her way into the crossword quite a bit. So bouts could be jigs, jags. I mean, what is going on? Way up or way down? Implied, maybe got at. So maybe way up or way down could be stairs. Maybe. It's altogether possible. Valerie Harper title, Rhoda, maybe. And so lots could be a ton. And yeah, okay, so yes, the double N-O-I and then an S-S-E-U-R-S. Connoisseurs. Okay, as such, maybe, we've got to check everything. I don't think anything has felt like it just belongs besides maybe Godot in excess. Yeah, this Virgil felt pretty good. I'm happy to see that Groucho Marx mustache made it. Didn't put egg all over my own face with that. Philosopher's Pursuit. How about truth? Or just being impossible at any cocktail party? That's pretty much it. Yes, but if we can talk about Nietzsche, or we could take it a step further and let's take a look into what Lord Bertram Russell had to say about that kind of thing. Goes through screen after screen. That's scrolling, right? Maybe scrolls? Publicly bash. It's probably maybe hate on, but I don't know. Let's see. Apparel feature that a bandeau lacks, and I guess we're talking about a bra strap. And yeah, law school, no, I don't think that would have been good for me. I mean, it would have been great for me, but I think I really should have gone to fashion designer school. That's what I needed to do.
I can think of a million other things you should have done besides that.
If I could have.
You like uniforms way too much.
I would love to lead the House of Burberry. I would love to do that. I do wear the same thing every day. You know how many of these shirts I have? Probably 30. I like them. Be crazy about Chicago trains with broken ACs. Okay, so doldrums could be the blues or the blahs, so we probably have an L there. Love. Connoisseur's done, I think. Well, I need to make sure it's right. Lays, turf on could be sods. Thank you, Shotzi. Prince, as an example, I'm going to go with an air. So I think we do have the blahs here. You ever have a case of the Mondays? Let's see. Baseball, family name would be Elu. Had them yesterday also. They really feels like more of a 90s clue. Right, the Elu brothers, or the father and the son, and It's the brother. So I think Lumberjacks competition, I have no clue. I mean, I better get this right because I have no clue. Is this a Rolio? Because I think this is Love Hotels, which would be Love Hot L's, right? So walk around maybe to avoid. And Lumberjacks, so yeah, I'm going to go with Love Hotels, but if we're wrong anywhere and it's not just fat fingering, this would be the kind of thing, I've never heard of a Rolio before. So I'm going to have to learn that. I'm going to have to get it to stick in my head somehow. Where one might pick up litter. This is work today. Be crazy about Chicago trains with broken ACs. Okay, yeah, I love hot L trains. Very good. All right, and then where one might pick up litter. Is this actor Jared Leto? So I'm going to go with maybe Petco in Loco Parentis. So yeah. Little twerp could be a snot. What do we got here? Burgle, loot. Okay, well, it's like a diamond in a ring. Then 3 letters. Maybe set, you know? Maybe you set the diamond, you know? Trunk. Maybe torso? I have no idea. Queer identity in brief. I don't know. Maybe ARO? I don't know. Blow. Maybe erupt? Maybe? Yeah, erupt. I mean, like, this is just, yeah, we're approaching. This is not just circuitous today. You know, I can't quite remember. It could be It's a Blur. And, yeah. Oozes, maybe seeps. Much in quantity. About. Maybe as to. I don't know. How long have beavers blocked this river? What's the dam age? If that's right, that's clever too. I mean, I love this grid. This is really nice. Made nice, maybe to have did up.
Really good clues.
This gets, it really is.
Not just give me clues.
No. Much in quantity. I think we've got beaucoup. I just think this is just crazy. I just would never think about this in a Sunday grid. I mean, I love it. Metric in a competitive family business. Looks like we may have a salesperson here. Let's try it. I guess that would be salesperson. Oh, yeah, okay. It's a bit of a groaner if someone threw that pun at you, but I like it. Waiting birds. These avocets? Gosh, I don't think I've ever seen them in a grid. Was comparable to, maybe rivaled, if that's an avocet. Yeah, you talk about not knowing. First of all, if I fat-fingered something, I didn't catch it. Second of all, if I got something wrong in here, because I don't, this is not only security, this is not only circuitous, this circuitous, it is obtuse in many ways. This is an obtuse grid construction, and I love it. Head of Slytherin house in the Harry Potter books. I don't know anything about it, never read or seen any of them, but I think there was someone named Snape, maybe? I'm kind of asking out loud in case my darling bride wants to say, yeah, that's his name, Snape.
Snape and Harry Potter.
Yeah, Snape. Okay. 12/31, New Year's Eve. Fanfare could be pomp. Don't forget the circumstance. West Point Institution, the United States Military Academy. Designer Hilfiger Tommy. And oh geez, the answer was staring me in the face, and I'm a moron. I say that all the time. Monk's title, Dome. Yeah, so I think we got rivaled. Rivaled is comparable, and threw out of a contest, maybe. Informally, maybe so we're talking DQ'd. disqualified, perhaps. Modern home of where cuneiform writing originated, and this would be Iraq. Shut up, maybe to cage. Condition for which Luvox may be prescribed, and I think that's for OCD. So word with history or hygiene would be oral. And yeah, so I think OCD and cage, and come on, I don't want to have to go find where I made a mistake. How did we do, Bob? Whew. That's just the best sound ever. When Shotzi's still a little jet lagged, and she's like, I didn't fall asleep, and I'm like, I didn't make a mistake. So okay, so Garrett Chalfin. I absolutely loved this. It made me work, and I had too much sleep, and I had probably way too much to imbibe. But we also had way too much fun hanging out. Well, I mean, seriously, we've known Bram. He's from Belgium, but we've known him for almost 20 years now. I mean, I met him in Kazakhstan, just of all the places, just in a bar in Kazakhstan. But it's just been really nice. But so, yeah, I'm a little cloudy today. I'm certainly not firing on all 12 of my cylinders. It's really more like I'm driving around in a 4-cylinder, but and I got knocking in 2 of them. But it's okay, right? So we've got a 27:38 on our time, and I don't really ever care about time, but it usually is a pretty good judge of what the puzzle is like. The average puzzle takes about 20-25 minutes with me running my sewer, and so 27:38 certainly fits the bill. So very well done. Bravo, Garrett Chalfin. Well done. We'll bring down our Benny Dadu, and we'll call it good. I want to throw this up over the Benny Dadu real quick, just to say that I cannot believe the number of these subscribers. It has just grown immensely, and I've heard from a few of you. In fact, every day I wake up and I've got these wonderful messages that literally would otherwise bring moisture to my eyes. I would be lacrimating. It's just amazing. So for example, Pango Schwartz and Kate Barr, appreciate all of that. You really made my day. And of course, just the idea of me doing a podcast or writing a book. Writing a book I've been considering for a long time, but doing a podcast I've not thought about. Wouldn't be opposed to it, but but yeah, thank you. I mean, it's such a compliment. You have no idea what that means to me. So until we see you tomorrow for the Monday grid and the Monday Guardian Cryptic, that's where the work comes during the week. The Guardian Cryptic, all 5 days of that is just, it's work. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday of the New York Times is usually pretty difficult. And so we look forward to those challenges as Crucive Verbalists. And so let's just continue to march on, right? Until we see you next time. Ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. We will catch you on the morrow. In the meantime, try your best to be nice to strangers, especially those behind you in line. Be well out there. Take care.